Okay, let's get to the GBG. Kyle Unfug.
There may be an actual reason for you to find the OWN Network and watch Oprah's next chapter. She has had some pretty interesting interviews lately, and just recently she interviewed Whitney Houston's mom and brother. Now, in the interview, Oprah decided to ask a bunch of questions that were widely rumored about Whitney Houston, one of which being, she had a very long-time best friend. Her name was Robin. A lot of people thought that they had a lesbian relationship and just never came forward with it because her mom would be upset. And Sissy Houston did admit that if she found out Whitney was a lesbian, she would be upset. And also, there was another rumor that Bobby Brown was the one who introduced Whitney to drugs a long time ago,
I believe
for the
that.
longest time. But her brother, Michael, admitted he was doing drugs with Whitney long before she met Bobby Brown. And so, it was a very emotional thing to watch. And so Oprah said, do you think that your sister ever forgave you for introducing her to that lifestyle?
She always told me, don't never let anyone make you feel bad or responsible for what I do. I'm a grown woman, this and that, and for what we do. But, that was just her way of how she felt about me, but I know how I feel.
And you haven't forgiven yourself?
Never will. No, never will.
You didn't say LOL at the end. You said never will.
I never will. LOL.
I was like, hold on a second.
That would have been sort of
he said LOL, but he did not.
I think you need, if he's going to comedy school, he needs a little bit more delivery, and it's better delivery, not so dramatic in your jokes.
Right.
You got to end it with
I never will. LOL.
Speaking of LOL, that brings me right into the next story. Frank Ocean and Chris Brown got in a huge fight. It was all over the news. Everyone was talking about it. Jimmy Kimmel addressed it on his show last night.
News reports and eyewitness accounts claim that Chris Brown got in an argument with another singer, Frank Ocean, over a parking spot. Frank Ocean tweeted this last night. He said, got jumped by Chris and a couple guys, LOL. Is that usually an LOL after getting jumped by three guys? I'd go with an OMG in that instance, but that's just me.
Probably. And the drama continues today with this story. They're saying that it went from the parking lot into the lobby at the recording studio. In the lobby, there was actually cameras that caught the whole thing. The only problem is what needs to be investigated is the beginning of the fight. Who started it, who threw the first punch and whatnot. And by the time it went into the lobby, Chris Brown and Frank Ocean were not participating. When I say that, neither one of them were throwing any punches.
What if it's a fight like the one Adam Levine and the lead singer from Train got into on Saturday Night Live? Did you see that bit?
No.
They're in a bar, they get into a huge fight, but they stand up next to each other, and then moves like Jagger plays, and they both dance like freaks around each other.
What's breakdance
That's the fight.
fighting?
That's the fight. They do like 3 or 4 different songs.
Did they have the actual Train guy there?
No, they had a guy like Train. The Pat Monahan, is that his name?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No,
It's kind of funny. It's almost like foreshadowing for this.
There's also an eyewitness quote unquote report that Chris Brown was standing up for Rihanna's honor because Frank Ocean made a comment about her, called her a dirty name or something like that. I don't know. At this point, there's different sides of the story. Of course, both sides are saying the other side started it, and cops are going to have to investigate. So I'm sure we'll hear more and more about it over the next couple of days. Now, there is a lot of people who are questioning Chris Brown's latest Instagrams, one of which was him saying he's not focusing on the negative, him and his friends in the recording studio. And then the next one is a picture of Jesus and saying, this is how I feel today. Jesus on the cross. And everyone's going, you trying to compare yourself to Jesus? Because that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird.
It's a parking spot, dude.
Yeah, it's a parking spot, and we got in a fight. Anyway, you can see what we're talking about, the controversy that has been sprung
Unless he built
over
a
this
chair.
Instagram.
He really...
Early ages
He was
of
woodworking.
Yeah. He's built a she's great looking chair.
Pictures
Like in Passion of the Christ when he built that chair.
Yeah, John James Chuck. Keyword GBGs where you can see that. Now, we started the GBG really kind of dark, the Whitney Houston, her family interview, right? And I do have one more dramatic thing, but then I promise I'm going to lighten the mood a little bit because I always like to add in some random and fun things for us too during GBGs like this. First, we have to talk about Leanne Rimes, who just admitted last week that she absolutely hates Mondays because this is a day her publicist updates her on her bitter feud with Brandi Glanville. Yesterday, she was spotted crying uncontrollably. A friend was hugging her, trying to comfort her outside an LA restaurant. Sobbing, absolutely sobbing. Now, the rumor mill that she may have found out about, this Monday update, is that her bitter enemy, Brandi Glanville, may be planning to include Leanne Rimes in her upcoming tell-all book. Now, at this point, I think we know.
Why
we
wouldn't she?
know both sides of the story.
Leanne Rimes is a huge part of the tell-all story.
Yeah, so
In
I'm
fact,
wondering.
the only interesting part.
I know. So I'm wondering if there's maybe something more to that. Like maybe she found out some bad news about Eddie Seaburn cheating on her because she admitted that she's worried about that.
I think she's Lindsay Rimes, or what's her name? Leanne
Rimes.
She's just PMSing.
She might be just peeing.
If you see a girl walking down the street crying like a basket case, PMS.
Okay. All right. Well, I told you I would lift
Nice.
the
Nice job,
spirits
Jay.
and add a little bit of fun
Yes.
to the GBG. And this is just simply for fun. Someone online spliced up like clips from Lance Armstrong's Oprah interview, and they made a cover of Radiohead's "Creep."
Oprah, you're so special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. Hell yes. I'm a weirdo. I don't belong here.
Strange.
I kind of know the song, I kind of don't, but it sounds like there was a lot of work for a.
I know,
Whoever did
sad,
that,
right? And because you like random news, John Jay, about people in Hollywood
Yeah, what
in
do you
the
got?
likes of James Vanderbeek.
I love James Vanderbeek.
I'm going to
news.
bring up not James Vanderbeek,
Oh.
Luke Perry. He's got a
Ooh.
new show.
Same ilk.
He does?
He's got a new show on the Hallmark Movie
I
Channel.
watched the Hallmark movie channel.
You do?
Oh my god, yeah. There's a new one. There's a new movie with oh my god, oh my god. It's coming out right now. Oh, the girl from Desperate Housewives that got kicked out. The hot blonde.
Nicolette Sheridan?
Sheridan. She's got a new movie coming out.
Oh my gosh. Well, so does Luke Perry. Did
Sounds
not
like a
think
great
it latched
weekend.
I
on.
watched the Hallmark movie channel yesterday.
Oh my God, you're
Such a
so
chick.
weird. So Luke Perry's doing interviews, and I think it's so random to bring up Luke Perry, but he's trying to I don't know, keep this somewhat bad boy image or whatever. And he was telling, in an interview that he worked in like a shoe sales department, and just to be kind of crazy, sometimes he would do things like this.
One Christmas, I took a hot glue gun. I got bored, and I took a hot glue gun and I glued a quarter to the floor in the store. And then I would run up in the shoplifter window and watch as people would stop. Yeah, they didn't like that.
Really?
don't
Everyone's
believe
laughing that hard
That's
about
how
that
you're.
story?
That's how you're building your bad boy
Really,
image.
Luke Perry?
I wonder if
You're
he's
such
in
a
the
rebel.
movie. If he's in the movie with Nicolette Sheridan. Do you know what
Do
I
you
mean?
know what the
'Cause
movie's called? It's called Good Night for Justice, Queen of Hearts. Is that the one that she was in?
no, that's not it.
Okay.
Were you looking forward to the Nicolette Sheridan movie?
I
It's
am-
like you're watching, you're like, I gotta watch that.
There's something about the Hallmark Channel. They have really good quality programming. And
They
it's
do?
Yeah, but it's not only that, but it's
What
it's-
else has been on there?
Well, the Brady Bunch is on there, but they're also everything is shot. It's like in really good HD stuff. It's pretty good. You should check it out sometime, Rich. Open up your horizons.
I didn't even know there was a Hallmark channel. I got to be honest.
So not only are Chris Brown's Instagrams causing a little bit of controversy, everyone is wondering if Hulk Hogan has a little bit of an issue.
Dude.
He posted on Twitter how sexy his daughter Brooke Hogan's legs are, accompanied by a picture where her legs do look very sexy, but not necessarily something you want your dad to be tweeting
That
about
is
you.
so bizarre.
You mean he says, "Check out my daughter's sexy legs"?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow, those pictures. She looks
She
great.
does have great legs, but yeah.
Yeah, you probably
Dad,
want your daughter to be
Dad.
sexy, huh?
Dad, a little creepy with the tweeting.
What else could he get said? Look how my daughter's in great shape.
Yes.
There's another
Look how-
picture below that, I guess, on TMZ when he's like rubbing massage oil into her
That
butt.
pictures, both of those pictures.
It's
no, that was from
bizarre.
2008. That was from a long time ago. That
okay.
was like when you very first started dating the girl that looked exactly like her.
You know what? It's creepy then. It's
What if he
creepy
was
now.
like,
His-
future MILF, huh, fellas?
Ew. His caption was Brooke's legs. So that was the exact caption.
Oh, so it didn't say sexy legs.
No, but you can tell what he was getting at. You can see the pictures that we're talking about right now, johnjrich.com, keyword GBG.
He's not right in the head.
More free money on the way. Your chance to spend the entire day with Bruno Mars. That happens at 9. Here's Estelle, Kanye, John Jay, and Rich.